Welcome to Tastemakers. I'm Lisa Mateo. From the hottest restaurants to local dives, celebrities always know where to eat, and here's your chance to join them. Come along for the ride as our guests share their favorite meal and the chefs that make them teach you the recipe. That's all part of Tastemakers, your reservation to food and fame. Needs a wake-up call, whether it's an alarm clock, the smell of coffee, or just a splash of cold water in your face. But for millions, it's Boomer and Carton in the morning. Straight from the WFAN and MSG network, these all-stars bring prediction, analysis, and humor. Today, they bring their appetite. People can argue that the best teams in sports include the 1998 Yankees, the 85 Chicago Bears, Michael Jordan's 95 Bulls, and yes, the 76 Montreal Canadiens. But what you can argue is that Boomer and Carton are the best team on sports radio, where we're going to be talking with them about their favorite dish. Come on. No respect around here.
This is all violent.
How are you guys?
I'm hungry. That's how I am.
Me too. Where are we going?
We're going to Lavo, 58th and Madison. What are we going for?
Meatball,
That's
baby.
right.
Meatball.
Ready for some meatballs?
I heard this is like a gigantic meatball.
Yes, it is.
So we're on our way. Why do you think they have the best meatball?
Because I said it's the best meatball.
Really?
It's the best meatball because they put such delicate care into it, multiple meats. It cooks all day long, topped with regatta cheese, a homemade sauce. There's really nothing better.
The restaurant, I don't think, gets the credit that it should get for the food that it serves, because it is really, truly a great place.
It's the single best restaurant in New York City. This is actually rare for Boom and I to be together right after the show, so we're doing it for you.
Oh,
you
you
should
part
be
ways?
thrilled.
That's it?
Well, I mean, I can only take so much of them. The professional athlete ego, the coddling that has to take place. It's hard for a regular guy like myself.
A diva.
There's one diva in this car, and she's sitting in the back seat. That's it. The other are two mutts who actually just enjoy talking sports.
Millions of people tune into you. What makes you so different?
We talk the way normal people talk.
I think if two people in general like each other and they go to work every day with each other, and it sounds like that coming through the airwaves, people are going to like it, especially with the subject matter that we have. The Yankees, the Mets, the Jets, the Giants, the Rangers, the Devils, the Knicks, Carmelo Anthony, Rex Ryan, Eli Manning, Mark Sanchez, Tim Tebow. There's always something to talk about. Our angle is a little bit more comedic. It's a little bit more fun. We're taking shots at each other, taking shots at everybody else out there, and it's just kind of like a frat house.
So who brought that frat house atmosphere? This one over here, huh? It's all about you, isn't it?
I couldn't do what I do if he's not willing to do it. I kind of fell into broadcasting. I didn't know what I wanted to do, so it happened to be sports, and I got very lucky that I went from A to B to C very quickly.
You're a career boomer. So impressive. One of the best NFL quarterbacks of all time. What is your defining moment?
Playing in Super Bowl 23. We lost it, and I'm always constantly reminded about that. And then the 15-year career that I have in broadcasting. I've had some of the greatest jobs in broadcasting, and this is one of them.
NFL season? What you guys' thoughts?
I think the New York Jets are a three-ring circus.
How do you really feel?
And as great as it's been 2 out of the last 3 years, because it's been 2 of the best years as a 40-year Jet fan that I've ever experienced when they went to back-to-back championship games.
Since Mike Tannenbaum took over running the Jets for Woody Johnson, it's always been about the big splash. In that regard, there has been nobody better than him. So the Jets have been front and center, maybe for the wrong reasons. The Giants, however, are really, truly the model franchise, if you ask me, over the last 10 years in the NFL.
Favorite team or favorite food?
If the sports team is going on a Stanley Cup run, let's just say the New York Rangers, then I'm going to watch the team.
I guess I'd gotta go food.
Yeah?
Wait a minute, your Jets are playing in the Super Bowl.
She didn't say that.
All right.
If you guarantee me a Super Bowl game, I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl.
Okay. How about your Knicks? Because you love the Knicks and Carmelo.
I love the Knicks more than any other team I love.
Right.
And if you told me the Knicks are in the NBA Finals, then I might starve myself for the week.
Talk to me about the difference between a fan and then fanatic.
Fanatic is a 35-year-old guy that wears a Dr. Denton sleepy pajamas with his favorite team's logo on it. I think a fan is someone that truly cares about the outcome of every game, and then when the game's over, he's able to actually do other things.
I'm a fan of the NFL. If a team loses, I can go to bed and I can wake up the next morning and it's not going to change my life. On the other hand, when the New York Rangers are playing, I'm a fanatic.
Do you have the sleepy pajamas?
I don't have the sleepy pajamas, but I have every jersey known to mankind.
How about
I'm 51
this?
years old.
Ask the 50-year-old here, when the Rangers are in the playoffs, what he does in his home to the opposing team's best player.
I put his jersey in the freezer and I freeze him out. That to me is the definition of a fanatic. We're talking to those people who for their particular teams can't get enough information. How great is that? That's like the best job of all time.
Boomer Esiason Foundation. You do a lot of things to help out charity. So is that kind of the real Boomer Esiason?
Yeah, well, I'd like to think that it's part of the real Boomer Esiason. We've given away over $60 million in the fight against cystic fibrosis. You know, my son suffers from that disease. He was almost 3 years old when I became the Jet quarterback. And, you know, at that time, it was a question of whether or not you would exploit the fame and fortune that comes along with it being an NFL quarterback and trying to put a face on a disease. That's probably been the biggest thing that I've taken from doing what we've done over the last 19 years.
Now, what about defining moments? You mentioned your football career, aside from yours.
In our 5 years,
Yes.
the most defining sports moment is Eli Manning going on the playoff run that he went on and being better than Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
That's right.
And we've been here for a Yankees World Series win, two obviously giant Super Bowls now, the Jets getting to back-to-back AFC Championship games. They'd never done that before. But I don't think anything in those 5 years trumps Eli. We need Mark Sanchez to be as good as the Lavo meatball is.
Exactly.
Consistently.
So you are a fan of this meatball here at Lavo.
I'm a fanatic.
A fanatic. So you will go in your sleepy pajamas to the restaurant
Yes.
with your
I'm
Lavo
a
pajamas.
fanatic about the Lavo meatball.
But I'll tell you right now, if it's disappointing today, I will not be afraid to say something.
Ooh.
Because, you know, it has a reputation. It's been
best.
built up, and we both know that. So we've never, ever had a bad Lavo meatball. But if we have one, got to tell the guy.
And we're here